Doing a bit of ATSing, because why not? Get those lights on, and let's get going. What do I? Wanted to do that, didn't I? That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, we were hauling something pretty big and heavy, and I forgot I'd even picked up the job. Thankfully it's an offline job. Look at the train going past. Yeah. I think this is going to be the sum total of my don't just sit there. My don't just sit there's being rather notable in the way that they are basically stuff that you can do just sitting there, so it's kind of a misnomer, isn't it? We're clear to go straight over, aren't we? They have to wait for us. Good. They are cross traffic. I'm probably speeding. I think I know which is the fuel gauge. Yeah, on the left hand lane out of this lot, because we ain't peeling off to the right there. Oh, I guess we could have stayed in the lane. Oh, not in anyone's way. And indeed we want to go left, so that's alright. Yeah, I'm a bit heavier. It's taking a bit longer to stop. And indeed I'm over that line, right on the crossway. Naughty, naughty. Yeah, this is quite a long job. And that amazing rumbling sound, I don't know if you can hear it or not. That's my next door neighbour's shower. Which also drips down our hall wall. But it's all good. What you get when you live in squalor. I'm not going to pay too much attention to speed limits. Traffic offences are switched off, so no worries there. Might want to try and stay in my lane though. How are we for fuel? We are fine. So I guess the fuel gauge is the one that I thought it was. Bottom right on the dash there. close, but no tears. Ain't so bad, I wasn't over the line, was I? A real sharp one coming up here. Maybe slowed down a little bit too much there. I've got beer in that shop. I want beer. I have no beer. I do have my trusty midget gems though. That's always good. It looks like we're for a night drive. See how well this video turns out. We'll sling it through Handbrake before I upload it, and I'll upload it overnight and then set it as a premiere. And it should be the normal 1915 GMT tomorrow. Won't be able to do anything else other than this because Bird's got a funeral to go to, and I'm not sure if I'm going or not. I didn't actually know the person, so it's whether or not she wants me there as moral support or what, I don't know. We shall see. We do leave things to the very late, last minute. It's a family trait, both her family and my family, so it was inevitable that everything will get left to the last minute. News at the Ghosty HQ. Well, I'm running this on Debian. I'm running Debian on this main PC, 2 laptops, a notebook, the netbook, as you saw in an earlier video. I wasn't ready for this zigzag. The netbook, as you saw in an earlier video, is running MX18. Don't really see any need to change that one. And the potato, as you saw yesterday and the day before, is running PC Linux OS. That's my turn. That's my... Oh, no. That's me talking. It's running PC Linux OS XFCE, as indeed is the Dell Optiplex. Wow, I only just made that corner, didn't I? So let's just get things straight. If you see me on my channel, on my videos at various times with various different distributions, I'm not distro hopping. I've got a few machines. They're all old and ropey, but I've got a few machines. Like I'm saying, I've got a notebook, 2 laptops, 3 desktops, actually 4 if you count the one that's serving the TV with Peppermint 9. They're all old and ropey, I just don't chuck anything out. Yes, what did I say? I've got 2 laptops, a notebook, 3 desktops, possibly 4, and a netbook. And of course they're all Linux. It always sends you through this town in a really sort of like zigzaggy manner. There's a cowboy. Thursday night I'm drinking coffee. I really need to pull myself up by the bootstraps. So yeah. So if you see various different distributions in my videos, it's because I'm on different bits of machinery. Not because I've done reinstalls or distro hopped. Sounds like I've got a lot. I have got a lot, but it's all really basic and all old hardware, the majority of which was donated by Zep, for which I'm eternally grateful. I really am. I really am. I cannot thank the man enough. And do you know what? I really don't think this channel would have carried on were it not for his donating hardware. Shall we talk about copper? Shall we talk about copper? Do you notice the way I repeat myself? It annoys the hell out of me. I nearly repeated that then as well. Let's talk about copper. Everyone thinks it's going to be terrible. Remember the adpocalypse? Everyone thought that was going to be terrible. And it was, I suppose, for people who are monetized. I don't think copper's going to bother me because I'm not monetized, so I'm not making any money, so there aren't going to be targeted ads or anything like that that are invading children's privileges. I've set my channel to be in default, not for kids. I don't think it's going to affect me at all. Like I say, not monetized. Don't really put up anything that could be construed as being for kids. I just think it's a storm in a teacup, and the only people who should really be worrying are the people who stream kid-friendly games. They're the only ones that are going to be hit, and they're going to be probably more likely to just lose a lot of advertising, because if anything is labelled as for kids, you can't have ads on it. So that's the big scare. I think there's a lot of paranoia and a lot of panic. If, however, it turns out that I am underestimating the reach and the impact that this will have on YouTubers such as myself, the first sign that any of that controversy hits my channel, I'll just end the channel, because, like I say, it's not monetized. It's a hobby channel, and I won't lose anything by no longer having the channel going. Be quite honest, I kind of feel as though I've done what I wanted to do with the channel already. I mean, the channel really is just me using Linux, and for the first 3 or 4 years it was me trying to decide which Linux suits me the best, and it certainly seems to be something on the Debian base, not Ubuntu, not an RPM, not Arch. My number one is Debian. It was MX for an awful long time, but MX is Debian. Now it's just Debian, because MX19 doesn't work well on this hardware if I want to use Kden Live. That was a terrible blow, that was. I was so buoyed up and G'd up for MX19, and then it's It's not a patch on 18. It really isn't. It's not a patch on 18, it's not a patch on 17. Admittedly, they've had to deal with a whole extra lot of obstacles for 19, like XFCE 414 rather than 412, fully GTK3, further shenanigans with having to work around the default system D init system, and well, system D is getting more like an operating system in itself now. And yeah, the insistence on backporting newer versions of software. Example, well, it was Kden Live really. That was the game changer for me, because I'd start launching Kden Live with the NVIDIA drivers, and like the whole system would freeze and I'd have to cold boot, and I can't do that. I need to use my video creation software. And I don't much like the newish version of Kden Live anyway. I prefer the one that's bundled in Debian Buster. It's the one I'm used to from MX18, and the one I'm used to from when I was using anything on an Ubuntu base. The 1804 base has got the same version of Kden Live, and it works, and I know where everything is. Yeah, that was a real game changer and a real blow, because just at the point where I'm literally in ecstasy, the throes of ecstasy of my love for MX, and bang, can't use it. Have to try something else. Terrible. And as I've said before, judging by the distro watch chart, it doesn't look as though it's that much of a big hit with a lot of other users either, because it's falling down in the page hit rankings. It's still number 1, but it's dropped about, since release, it's dropped about 300 hits per day for people curious about finding out about it. Whether or not that's related to them having problems with NVIDIA. I know a lot of people are having Optimus problems, and the Mesa stuff is being frantically backported and everything by the devs. They're trying really hard to get that sorted out and fixed, but that was not the problem with me. NVIDIA worked fine on MX19 for me until I wanted to run their backported Kden Live. Now, I was the only one who seemed to be having that problem, or certainly the only one who reported it in the forums. So obviously that's not enough pressure from the community to stress test it and get it fixed. And then again, you know, they've only got so many machines they can test it on, and they're not going to necessarily be the same configuration as this machine. I appreciate that and I understand that. So it's sort of like I just thought, well, I haven't got the knowledge or the patience or the time to troubleshoot this, so I just went straight Debian. Thought I need to keep creating my videos for my channel, which I might lose if Copper comes to get me, if it finds I'm in breach of something or other. Hey ho. There's always PeerTube, isn't there? Been looking at that. How does that work? Peer-to-peer video hosting. Oh, Graham Linux has reposted a video there showing what it does and how it works. Looks promising. And then I followed that one up with a Chris Ware video, because he's on there. But I went on there and had a look, and there's bugger all views. I mean, Chris Ware, some of his videos on there have sort of like been up for 3 months and got 60 views. Now you look at how many views he gets on YouTube, and it's a far cry. It's a long way different. He's up in the thousands. I mean, you probably get more views on somewhere like Vimeo or Daily Motion than you do on PeerTube. I'm not entirely sure how it all works, being peer-to-peer hosting. Don't know how it works, but I know it's come from a very strong ethical background of Framasoft folks, which the Ubuntu distro is deeply involved with. Might be worth looking into. It might be a nice way of getting a little tiny, nice little family-style community together. No ads, you see, no ads. At least I don't think there's ads. That'd suit me. Not in it for the money. I'm in it to meet people. Met some wonderful people on YouTube. Absolutely fantastic folks. Some really nice people. Am I dawdling in this? I'm not, am I? I'm doing about 60. Although I am pulling a JCB or something. Hopefully we'll get the sunrise soon. Yeah, I think this is just going to be all of the don't just sit there for this week. If I upload anything, like I say, there's a potential that I'm going to be away from the house all day tomorrow. Tomorrow being the day that you're watching this. We're recording this Thursday night while Bird's out skittling. That Viking sword pommel that my brother found in Northamptonshire when he was out metal detecting has made the front cover of the Searcher magazine, which is the metal detecting magazine. It's plastered all over the front cover of that as a significant British find of a Viking sword pommel. A huge picture of it. There's still no feedback from the finds liaison people about what's going to happen to it, how it's being valued. The British Museum's going to value it, believe it or not. British Museum. I know my brother would dearly wish for it to be what's the word? Bought. My brother would dearly wish that it was bought by the British Museum so that it's in the country and it's somewhere really prestigious with a little bit of cardboard with his name on it saying he found it. It's going to be worth probably into the tens of thousands, possibly more. And that's not bad for a morning's walking around in a field, is it? He'd only been metal detecting for 6 weeks. Crazy. Obviously, whatever it fetches, that's if the museums, because museums are notoriously skint. If the museums can afford to pay the going rate, because the sale will have to be agreed both by my brother and the owner of the land that it was found on, because it's a 50-50 split, that's how it works. Thankfully it's not treasure trove, because it's not a hoard of coins. It's like if it's a bunch of coins, it's classed as treasure trove and instantly belongs to the Queen, because in the main, large amounts of coinage that's been buried in the ground throughout history has been the old Ken Dodd way of dodging taxes, not paying taxes. You're hiding your wealth, not necessarily from robbers, but from the powers that be who want their little dividend. So, you can't pay taxes on money that they can't prove you've got, so you bury it. It's a stoplight. It is a stoplight. I don't like stoplights. And I think that is kind of the claim. I'm probably wrong, but it just sort of like clicked in my head, and it made sort of sense that because the tax wasn't paid on that money way back in the Dark Ages to the rulers of the country, the current rulers of the country want their share of it now. It's just, that sort of makes sense to me, but it's just a guess. It's probably nothing to do with that at all. But anyway, this sword pommel isn't treasure trove, and they haven't found anything else like it near it. So we're waiting to see what's going to happen to it. It hasn't even been valued yet, but it has been featured on the front cover of said magazine, and it's going to be worth in the tens of thousands of pounds sterling. Probably the high tens as well, so that might be a bit cool for me, brah. My brother is got his eyes on a new camper van, or potentially a barge to live on. And wouldn't that be good if you could suddenly afford that after spending a morning in a field? It's pretty neat, isn't it? If you want to go and have a look at it, I think I featured it in a vlog not too long ago, and you could probably find it online if you Google for the magazine The Searcher. You'll most likely see it. I'm knocking that sign down a bit. Yeah, thought I had. Never mind. I've got a rather long tail on this. And there goes another sign. I'm such a rebel. Either a rebel or a really bad driver. Probably the latter. Don't need to indicate because this lane just filters in, doesn't it? So where are we? Nevada, I believe. And now it filters in. Thank you, coach. I wasn't going to let you past anyway, so sod off. So let's see, we're going to Pioche. So maybe come nightfall we'll be out near Groom Lake and we can watch the UFOs. Hurrah! Not going to Ely. Not going through Tonopah. One of my Linux viewers put me right about the pronunciation of what I was calling Ukiah. It's Ukiah. Oh, I know this bit. Yes, Ukiah. So thank you for that. Because I don't know, do I? You know, I only have to guess. You should hear the pronunciation of some of me in Russian or, you know, Baltic states, place names. Holy guacamole! Lovely sunrise. Coming up just to our left there. Rose, my duck, if you are watching this, you really got my stomach rumbling the other night when you was talking about garlic chips. Oh, wow, that got me really peckish. I could have really tucked into some of them. I said to Bird about that. Well, in the middle of the night, we'd just kind of like, you know how like you wake up in the middle of the night, one of you stirs and it wakes the other and you just end up talking rubbish in a semi sort of sleepy state. Well, the conversation in the middle of the night last night was your garlic chips. And it made me peckish all over again. And I've just made myself peckish again. Damn it, I'm going to have to investigate them further. Garlic chips. They sound really nice. I love garlic. And I love chips. What a winning combination. Okay, get ready to do the indicating game. Roadwork ahead, no kidding. Are you sure about... Hey! Cheeky tanker slipping through there. What a liberty. Look at this bloke tailgating right in front now. You want to get further up his bum? Check his false teeth out. Now what do you want it for? Oh, the AI in this game, I swear. Where's Ridilicus? The birdie folks. So what's the time now? It's about 6:50 odd, isn't it? I'll wait till the stroke is 7 before I turn my lights off. Hard to see on that dash, yeah, 6:55. So we're still waiting for the 1.36 version of ETS. Still waiting for it. We'd been on 136 on ATS for ages now. ETS? Taking far too long. Let's get the lights off. It's gone 7 now. Boom, we're in daylight. (7 AM GMT), that's ghosty mean time, is lights off time. Wherever you are on the continent, whether you're on the North American continent or whether you're in Europe. 7 AM, lights off. 7 PM, lights on. You've got to have a rule of thumb to live by, haven't you? Now, I would really like to get this job finished in this premiere. We've been going, what, about half an hour? I think we've got a lot further to go. I think we might be heading for Ely, because don't we head south from... Oh, it might be Elko actually. South from Elko or Ely. Let's have a look on the map. Yeah, it is Elko. Oh, and Ely. So I was right both times. So, okay. Yeah, head south. Might be able to do it. Going to Pioche. We picked up in Klamath Falls, just coming out of that way station there. So yeah, just a little bit more to go, and then we're just in the right sort of place along here for, yeah, this is where we go to view the aliens. So we might go and have a look at that. I might put my foot down a bit more, because I've run out of coffee now and I need to go and get another one. So let's see what we can get out of this baby. And it is a baby, look at it. What a beautiful truck. Hawaiian beauty. Jeez, now I'm thinking about pizzas. I really should eat more. You'd think I do, if you could see my waistline these days. So yeah, to recap, we're playing this of course on a Debian Buster. Really? I was just trying to get some speed up and you pulled me over. Bloody liberties. If they don't have roadworks, it's way stations. You can kind of, well, if there were only a few more highways on the ATS map, you could do what regular truckers did in the 70s and 80s, and that's basically plan their route to avoid these damn things. Come on, get out of my face. Oh, coming out now, coming out. Anything else comes along, it can slow down and wait. And now we're going to try and get some speed up. Probably just in time for an abrupt right-hand turn. But let's see what this Baba can do. Now, what is the go like? 7? Yeah. Sound bad for an old i5 with a GT640, is it? East Wales. So these are the new signs. There's a lot of new signs. There's the right turn I was telling you about. Well, that looked like it was a bit of a haze. Have they changed the arrows? I'm going to get well to the left so that I don't knacker another sign. I probably still will. Yep, there you go. There's always something coming. And it would be one of them bleeding coaches. Get out of here. I'm not interested unless you're a greyhound. Oh, I nearly left the sign alone. Yeah, we're alright for fuel. We're going to get there. We've got enough in the tank to get there, I think. Strange little loop of road there that doesn't really serve any purpose. Right, now this bit I know we can go fast on because there's no abrupt turns and it's pretty much downhill. Look at this desert. Wow. Now the other side of Ely, or just coming into Ely on our left, we'll have the big array of radar dishes, radio telescopes. So that's always worth looking out for. A little bit of sightseeing. Yeah, I'm gonna get me past that coach once we've crested this ridge. Can we do it? Nothing coming? Great stuff. See you later, coach. Smell you later, buddy. I feel better about that. Truck stop, rest area. Not much in the way of amenities there, is there? Best you can hope for is a boulder to pee behind. And if you do, watch out for the scorpions. Get scorpions in Nevada, right? I'm sure you do, don't you? This railway track's caught me out before, but not this time. Whoa, bumpy. Sorry, railroad. The low-flying jet fighters. Yeah, they are mean machines. Amazing bit of kit. Oh, God. Slow yourself down. Pull back over. No, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing? Out of the car behind. There's always a turn when you don't want one. And you're going left, good. Right, all the signs are safe there. Yeah, we're probably around about 40 minutes already. So it'll be interesting to see how humongous of a file this turns out to be after it's been through handbrake. Oi, you! Look at you and your fancy sporty car. I will overtake you, you know. I ain't gonna take that sitting down, buddy. Well, I probably will. Yeah, there's a hill here. catching him now. A hill and a slow bend. We've got a long straight in a slope down. I can see him. I can just about see him. Just crossed the horizon there. Maybe I can catch him, maybe I can't. We'll see. It's probably despawned now. They do that the minute they get out of line of sight. Very often. Yeah, it looks like there's a aggregate truck there in front. So he's either gone past that or he's just vanished. I would imagine he's vanished now. I'm going past you, mate. Beep 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 beep. No? That's better. 45. Not on your Nelly. Oh. Don't you dare Casey Jones me. Thank you. Yeah, into orbit. Wow. And ta-ra. $35. That's going to have to happen, because I've got to turn left. At least that van's not a glass van. They really dawdle. I could see myself living somewhere like that. If I could only afford it. That'd be ace. What did you do? Naughty naughty. So I've turned the detours right down because they're very, very, very annoying. They wouldn't be anywhere near so bad if there was more roads, but a simple detour can now take you sort of like 300 miles out of your way, and you don't want that. Not when you think that in reality there's probably smaller roads that you could nip down and only go sort of 10 miles out of your way. Or tracks. You don't get that luxury in these games. Because they can't put every road, can they? But look at that little road there, that little track. I wonder what that is. I wonder if Nabist's ever been down there. I'll bet he has. He's the king of the off-roading. Makes his own roads. Oh, more roadworks. Stay green. Stay green for me. Stay green. What are you doing? That's green. Get out of the bleeding way. Honestly, what was the delay there? Can't get the staff. Right, fellas. Look at that. You could have done with that, couldn't you? Get out of the blimey. Oh, that van. Seriously. So where are we at now? We're at another right turn. Hopefully this isn't too stuttery. I'm really rather impressed with the performance I'm getting out of Debian. Very impressed indeed. Hope you're enjoying the sound of the clock. It is there as always. I live in a house with clocks. Don't be amazed if you can hear ticking. I'm literally 5 feet away from the clock, which is why you can hear it. I would like one of them really nice wooden 1930s mantelpiece clocks. Then you'd hear some ticking and chiming on the hour. Yeah. And having to wind it twice a day just so it keeps time. Maybe not. Maybe I'll get a battery powered reproduction one. Maybe I won't. Now can I get past this blooming van? I don't see anything coming up ahead. Now I do. Oh well. We'll have to just slide through that. And we did it. Oh hey, we're nearly there. And what time of day is it? It's midday, round about midday. Hey, that's not bad actually, because that'll be round about the 45-minute mark. Excellent. So yeah, what I'm going to do then is I'll drive out to where we can see the UFOs, and then I'll have a kip, or rather I'll give the driver a kip, and then we'll watch the lights for a bit, and then we'll say our fond farewells for this week. And then I'll review the video and realise that it was very, very quiet, and then I'll bin it. Lovely job. Not too bad. 920 miles in 25 hours. I didn't rest the guy, so nice one. He will probably be wanting a sleep. So let's go out to the rest area. Can I get round there? No, I don't think I can. Can I? Can I? Not straight away. Looks like no, I would never have got round there, would I? Thought that had magically disappeared then. It don't matter. This rest area, they've got toilets. They might even have a kiosk where I can get a burger. Or a cool beer. There's always a coach. That's you being helpful, is it? Thanks. Bloody Crazy AI. Right, so let's get through Pioche. Who's that birdie? You might hear birdie. Oh, fuel up actually. No, that's not birdie. That's the dude downstairs. Yeah, let's fuel up at this garage. Because we're on about 2/3 of a tank. Not going to that rest area. It's not as UFO enough as I would like. Looks like I've got a little bit of damage that I need to get fixed as well. Well, that's not going to happen out, did it? Unfortunately. Now I'm not sure if this is or it's going to be the highway I take is going to be the one that they call the extraterrestrial highway. I'm not sure. And we haven't seen those radio telescopes yet, have we? I'm pretty sure they're coming up. They're clearly further south than I thought. I'm betting if they're not over this ridge, they're over the next. On the left. Yep, not this ridge. So I've been machine hopping today. I've had 3 different machines powered up, getting the updates done. Oh, you're a copper, are you? Really? Highway patrol, are we? Well, I don't agree with you or your rules. I'm going to undertake just to cock a snook at you. And I'm sure I wasn't imagining those mythical radio telescopes that I keep mentioning. I'm going to have a head-on collision, aren't I? They're just coming up on the left now. I recognise that building. Building's quite weird, right on the top. Oh, where are they? Here's me trying to look as though I know what I'm on about. No, I most certainly do not. Clearly I do not. Yep. This bit of road's a lot longer than I remember it. But alright. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll. Ooh, I would have rolled. I would have rolled. Ah, now. This is the road I want. That's the extraterrestrial highway, I'm sure. You watch me be wrong about this too. I don't think I am though. But beyond that range, ought to be Groom Lake. But no, my luck, it's probably blooming Las Vegas. Ah no, we're in the right place. This is the right place. Well, radio telescopes must be further south. Ooh, look at that, magically spawning truck. There you go. Earthlings welcome. Little alien. Look at them Des Reses. Gorgeous. Right, so I suppose I've got to be on this bit, have I? Right then. Oh, Raleigh. Oh, Raleigh. Invisible walls, is it? Invisible walls. Yes, indeed it is. Right you are then, sunshine. I guess it was because I was the wrong side of the lamppost. I love that paint job. Oh, right. Now then, where are we? You're in just about the right place. So let's have a kip. And then when we wake up, it should be time for the light show. Don't let me down, aliens. I suppose we want to get past this trailer if we can. Oh, we're back on the invisible wall, aren't we? No, I'm deliberately not putting my lights on. Well, better actually, I suppose. Come on, you aliens, where are you? What is the time? 2 AM. They really ought to be about. Well, I guess we missed them. Or maybe they don't have them anymore. And that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Catch you next week.